Okay, we're on Chapter 6, Lesson 6, percent of change, and we've talked about numerous ways to solve these. One is to say the percent of change equals the amount of change over the original amount, or divided by the original amount. And that works. That should, if you hang on to that, that should be able to work for a lot of situations. We also talk about looking at the words of the problem, converting it to formulas. Mathematical language from a regular English to mathematical language, and solving it out that way. So we worked a lot with those. So let's look at percent of change. Let's use the formula for this. 18 is increased to 45. Percent of change, we don't know. We're looking for that. So that's x equals amount of change over the original amount. We know the original amount's 18. So we have 18. And the amount of change between 18 to 45, that's the difference between 18 and 45, or 45 minus 18. Or I like to think of 18 and count up to 45. Let's see, 18 to 20 is 2. 20 to 45 is 25 more, so that's 27. And then we can simply divide to come up with our percent of change. 27 divided by 18. And we have our dividend is larger than our divisor. It's not always going to be that way. So 27 divided by 18 is 1. I'm going to get 18 here. Okay, and then this is going to be remain 9. And then I'm going to bring this down to 90. Add a decimal point. 90 divided by 18, that's going to give me 5. So I get 1.5, or 1 5/10. And they're asking for the percent of change. So we have to convert our whole number of decimal to a percent. And we did a bunch of warm up on this. We moved the decimal 2 to the right. Tenths, hundredths. So 150, because percent means per hundred. So it's 150 hundredths is the same as 1 5/10. And the trick is to move the decimal 2 to the right. So it's a 150% change. Okay, let's look at another one. And as long as you know how to do the procedure for the division, we practice a few times today, you can use a calculator. Just want you to know how to do it the slow way. 90 is decreased to 70. So let's go ahead. Percent of change, we don't know, equals amount of change we can find over the original amount. The original amount is 90. And now this time it's decreased. So they're asking just for the percent of change. And so on the previous one, I didn't have to write plus 150. It's 150% change. And if you're writing, using this as a headline, you say on this one, 150% increase. Here we're going to say something percent decrease. We're still finding the percent. It's decreased to 75. So we still just find the difference, even though this one's smaller than this one now. The difference between 90 and 75. I count up 75, 85, 90, 15. So now I'm saying 15 divided by 90. And I'm going to get a decimal here. So that's going to go once. But I go ahead and use a calculator. 15 divided by 90 on my calculator. And I get 1.666666666. Or 0.16666. Goes on forever. So convert that to a percent. 16 hundredths and once, twice. And then the book's been simplifying to the nearest tenth of a percent. So here's our tenth of a percent. Look, 1 to the right. Remember, 5 or more increase the score. 4 or less, no change is best. So increase the score 16.7%. So it's a 16.7% change, okay? Okay, let's look at our word problem. Couple of ways. We can use the formula, or we've worked on writing the things out as equations, writing word problems out as equations. I like to write these out as equations. Sporting goods stores having a closeout on a certain style of running shoes. They are marked 50% off. That's my percent change is given to us. The regular price. The regular price is $79.95. That's my original price. What's the amount of the discount and then the sales price, 2 steps, and sales price. So the discount's going to be the amount of change. That's the discount. So I could write this as 55 over 100 is equal to something over 79 and 95 hundredths. Or I could say what we've done in the past is send 55% of 79.95. 0.55 times 79.95. Both are going to give you our discount. So we can write it out as an equation, 55% of 79.95. Either way is going to work. I can do my cross products, or I can do this. So using a calculator, 0.55 or 555 hundredths times 79.95. I get $43.9725. So in money, I always round to the nearest hundredths. Look one to the right, 4 or less, no change is best, so I can just erase this. So the discount's going to be $43.97. That's my discount. $43.97 discount. So to find the sales price, I have to subtract the discount from $79.95. $79.95 minus $43.97. I'm okay with calculators on this, although 79, just to get this, worried about the understanding. Minus, so 79.95 minus $43.97. I get $35. $35.98. Let's see if that makes sense. So 55%, that's over half. This is close to 80. Half of 80 is going to be $40. So am I in the ballpark with $35.98? It's a little less than $80, a little more than half off. $35.98, yeah. And this will work the same way. I'll get 100x equals 55 times 79 and 95 cents. And I get this big number. Look how it's similar to the discount. 43,000. Whoops, 4,000. I'm sorry, 4,000. 4,397. Point and 25 hundredths. Because what I have to do next is divide each side by 100. And that divided by 100, we've been talking about. If it's divided by 100, you move it 2 to the left. So 43.97. Got the same answer. The secret word of the day is Martin, or secret phrase is Martin Luther King. Good luck on the homework. Hope you did well. Test is coming up soon.